sister has asked a similar question. She said, we have talked enough of Taslima Nasreen Lajja. Now we're going to talk on the satanic verses, which I can give a lecture on that, which I don't intend doing. Regarding the verdict, again it comes to the same thing as I mentioned earlier, the verdict does not change. Same. But if you want me to throw some light on the satanic verses, I do agree that Salman Rushdie has abused our beloved Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. He has abused his wives, etc., who are the al-Mu'mineen, the mothers of all the Muslims. He has. But what I fail to realize, that why hasn't some scholar thrown some light on what else has written on that book, which I will give my opinion. Why I'm giving the opinion? Because I have read that book, Satanic Verses. I have read that. If you want to read, you can go to London or America. There's a copy freely available. I had been to London and America. Just giving a gist on what Salman Rushdie, besides he abusing the Muslim characters, he has even abused his protectors. The London people, the British government who have protected them, he has abused them. On the very first page, or you could say the first page of the first chapter, actually it's page number 3, he has abused the Londoners. He says, London Bhai, the first page of first chapter, that's page number 3. London Bhai, and he abuses. I can't use that word, believe me, I can't use that word. I tried to use that word when I was having a dialogue or debate with a priest while I was quoting the Bible in Deuteronomy, chapter number 23, verse number 2, which says, the dash, I don't want to say the word, the dash, shall not enter the congregation until the 10th generation. If you want to know the exact word, I'll just give a small, brief joke that when there was a party going on, everyone who wanted something on the table did some rhyming. So the Duke said, Queen so fine, pass the wine. So one person whose English pronunciation is not bad, and he wanted to have some custard. So he said, Duke the dash, pass the custard. So now you know what the word is. If you don't know, you can refer to the Bible. It is mentioned 3 times. And Salman Rushdie used that word 29 times. 29 times. Imagine. And the irony is that the British government speaks of freedom of speech. According to an article in the Daily News in London, 22nd of May, 1989, there was a big article called for ban. Ban for whom? Not for Salman Rushdie. Called for ban for Mickey. He was an actor from America. Mickey, he came and he used the 4-letter word for the policies of Margaret Thatcher. I sure you don't want me to repeat that 4-letter word. It is father, uncle, cousin, king. Still, if you don't know, ask the person who knows. He used that 4-letter word to describe the policies of Margaret Thatcher, and the MPs, the Tories of that parliament, they said, call for ban. Now Salman Rushdie uses that same word, but makes it active, adding ing, ing. 4-letter, he makes it 7-letter. And in one paragraph, on page number 270, in one paragraph, he uses that word 4 times. 4-letter word, ing, making acting, describing the activities of Margaret Thatcher, and it goes down the throat of the Britishers. Why is this biasness? An American actor uses a 4-letter word for Margaret Thatcher's policy, you call for ban. And none of those people who supported Salman Rushdie raised their voice to support that American actor. Why? Why the double policy? Because he uses it 4 times, making it active. And if you read that book, he's used that word 52 times, 1 for each week. 52 times. I've read the book, therefore I'm saying. And 5 times he's used only that 4-letter word. You can make a dictionary out of it. Ing American, ing allies, all these, you can make a dictionary out of it. And he has even abused the Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister, who was the Prime Minister at that time. And he says that, and he calls it a nickname, like he does for all the characters. He is called the Chamcha. He personifies himself as Chamcha, or as the Jibreel, or Spunu. He calls Margaret Thatcher Maggie. And what he says, torture. You know what the meaning of torture? Torture means Thatcher. He says torture and full stop. 1 word sentence, beautiful. I do appreciate Salman Rushdie for his pen. 1 word sentence, torture, full stop. Maggie the 5-letter word. I don't want to repeat it. It's a female dog. He says torture, full stop. Maggie the 5-letter word. That's right, I'm answering the question, brother. Because she said that she wants me to throw some light on the satanic verses and on the verdict of Salman Rushdie. Regarding the verdict, it remains the same as my previous answer. Regarding throwing light, I'm throwing light, brother. If you give me the permission, just a couple of more minutes, so that how many of you out here knew all this was mentioned in the satanic verses? Oh, very good. 2, 3, 4, and 3. So did you know all this was mentioned? Do you know torture referred to Thatcher? Oh, very good. We have intelligent people out here, but the masses don't know. So, fine. Please let me answer, brother. Let me answer. I do agree that people will say that Margaret Thatcher, she's an iron lady. She won't get moved. She's very strong. I do agree. Even if you call her that 5-letter word, even if you call her a female dog, she won't get moved. But imagine if you go to her son, Mark Thatcher. You might have seen him on TV playing soccer, that rugby. If you go to Mark and say, Mark, Salman Rushdie has called you an SOB, son of a 5-letter word, I'm sure Mark will hammer you. He will not believe in freedom of speech. If you tell Mark that Salman Rushdie has called you an SOB, son of a 5-letter word, he will surely hammer you. Even the British people are sensitive. But their sensitivism is, everyone has different levels of sensitivism. Some people may be sensitive in particular words. Like for example, if you go on the road, brother, people on the roadside, they keep on abusing each other. Maa ke upar, bhin ke upar, the same word which Salman Rushdie has used in his. Imagine he uses Hindi word, bain and 4-letter word. So, if those people, if you abuse that part, he's not sensitive at all, because he's used to abuse. But if you call him in a very plain language, which is less insulting than the abuse, and tell that maybe your mother is a prostitute, even that roadside man will feel bad. He will feel hurt. Every man is sensitive depending upon his individual field. And the British government, which calls for freedom of speech, it does not believe in freedom of speech. Because when Sheikh Zidad said that give me 5 minutes on the BBC to quote only the verses that Salman Rushdie has said, and I will give 50,000 pounds to any charitable organization, they refused. ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation, they refused. He said, I will pay $50,000 only to quote. You believe in freedom of speech? I will quote Salman Rushdie's book, give me $50,000. They didn't agree. This is as far as freedom of speech goes. And regarding the verdict, sister, the answer is same as I gave for Taslima Nasreen.